Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Today's episode, we are going to be starting off our second major dungeon in this game, Goron Mines. Goron Mines' element is fire. It is very apparent when you step in front and into the dungeon itself, because you're going to be greeted with a bunch of lava pits that will sap your health if you fall into it. One thing that I always remember as a kid, I just remember getting traumatized by the fact that when Link falls into lava, it's like really kind of gruesome compared to other Zelda games, but yeah, there's lava everywhere in this dungeon. So there's going to be a lot of like jumping over pits of lava. You just have to be careful of that. But that's not the only gimmick of this dungeon. The main gimmick of this dungeon is we have to find 3 of the Goron elders inside the dungeon itself. And they're trying to look for their patriarch. The patriarch is like the grand leader of the Goron people. They're trying to find him. But they're in 3 separate rooms in this dungeon. And they have a piece of a key. And this key is what will give you access to the boss lair of the dungeon. So essentially, if you get all 3 of these, you form the big key. So you're going to be looking around for these guys before you do anything else in the dungeon. So that's what the main gimmick of the dungeon is, looking for these guys. But another thing about this dungeon that it implements that I don't really see in very many Zelda games other than that is anti-gravity. You wouldn't think that, but yeah, the anti-gravity is a big thing in this dungeon. You're going to be using your iron boots to activate magnetic waves to get stick on surfaces, and then you'll be able to walk upside down and all that other stuff on ceiling tiles that are magnetized because your iron boots, metal attracts magnets. So yeah, you're gonna be walking, doing some Spider-Man like stunts, like just walking around and just clang 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 with the iron boots. But you're gonna be doing that a lot to get a bunch of the puzzle pieces and a bunch of stuff that you need in order to activate certain switches, and just to gain new areas and whatnot. So that's pretty much that for the nutshell. The mini boss of this dungeon is kind of difficult if you're not too careful. The only suggestion I should really do is whenever he's about to open up for an attack, that's when you're wanting to strike. So other than that, it's a pretty straightforward dungeon. I'd say that this one is about on par with the Forest Temple in difficulty. This one's not too hard. The only the bad hard thing is you're going to be falling into lava a lot if you're not too careful. But the iron boots are kind of essential for this dungeon. So you're going to be using the iron boots a lot. But with that, that's pretty much it. Like the previous dungeon, there are 2 Miiverse stamps and 2 heart pieces, like the other dungeons and like every other dungeon in this game. The thing is, though, that I should really kind of stress out that you won't be able to get both of the Miiverse stamps your first trip. There's one Miiverse stamp in the later of the dungeon that you will not be able to get at all until you get another item in another dungeon. So you're going to be backtracking to get this Miiverse stamp. So, yeah, just wanted to kind of keep that clear. If you are missing a Miiverse stamp whenever you leave, that's normal. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll get back to the video.
What? Why is that worth 1,000?
How? He's up behind his butt. Okay.
Whatever. Hope you're weird.
And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we challenged the Goron Elder to a sumo wrestling match, and we won, with the little help of the iron boots. And, well, we gain access to our second dungeon, the Goron Mines. Now, the Goron Mines is a very hot place, no pun intended. But I've got to show off something that really kind of scarred my 16-year-old self.
That Link was murdered.
That Link was murdered. I'm going to be completely honest, that scarred me something terrible when I was 16 years old because, well, most Zelda games, whenever Link falls into lava, he, oh gosh, yeah, you should be kind of watching out for the pillars here when you jump across these columns here. When I played Zelda games, usually they had cartoony like animations for Link whenever he get, you know, in the lava, like his butt would be on fire and he's like, ah! That one just flat out just was freaking dark and just like showed what an actual person would what would happen if they fell in lava. So I mean, mostly, I mean, if you fell in lava in real life, you would just like disintegrate immediately. So that's kind of dark a little bit. I've never seen in any other Zelda game it be that dark. But anyways, enough rambling on here. First and foremost, you come over here, and whenever you see these switches like before, you need to put the iron boots on. That activates the switch. Now hurry, because you're on a timer. You want to get across there before the flame comes by, otherwise you're going to take damage. Same thing with this switch. We got to do it here. Now this dungeon is kind of like the forest temple in the sense of it's a little bit easier than the other dungeons we'll be encountering. One thing that's really funny, and if I can find my pictures, because I have them on my phone, but I took a picture. I was doing a practice run of this game, and I had a really bad graphical glitch, like right at the spot right here. Link was falling in the ground. It was really weird. And, like, it was, like, so weird. Like, I'd never seen him fall through the floor. Link didn't like floors in my playthrough. I don't know why. He fell through the floor constantly in my practice run. I was hoping he'd probably do it here. But, anyways, what we need to do is we need to actually get on that switch and hurry up and go across this place right here before the timer runs out and the flame comes back up. We're gonna climb up this ladder here, and there was an enemy down there in the lava. You probably saw him coming out. He spits lava at you. You can repel it by using the shield attack to kind of repel his projectile. And these enemies are I think these are Mulgeras, if I remember correctly. They're really easy enemies that are on the ground, and they die in one hit to the sword swipe. The thing is, though, you gotta be careful with those guys, because they will spew out like an energy wave of fire around you every now and then, and they will hurt you. So, time your swings accordingly whenever you do that. Open this chest for a free 20 rupees, that's nothing really. But what we need to do is actually go back. We need to go this way. Alright. And jump across this column here, and this one. And if you come back here, there's another switch. See, there's a Mulgera right there. Oh, not Mulgera. Gosh, I can't. Mulgera's the boss in Wind Waker. I don't know why I'm calling him that. I'm gonna put up on the screen what these enemies are actually called. Fireworms. I'm just gonna call them fireworms for the remainder of this recording. But I don't know what their actual technical names are. But anyways, hit the switch, and we gotta book it. Now, be careful here. There's gonna be one that falls. So just be careful. He's gonna fall down from the ceiling. You should have. If you really kind of want to be aware of your surroundings here in Goron Mines, kind of look up at the ceiling. Yeah, you can kind of see the fire slugs up there. So they will fall down if you get close to them. And you'll see it here. You see that little energy wave they do? If you swing your sword whenever he's doing that, you will take damage. So be careful whenever you're doing it. Alright. Now for this puzzle, we need to actually come up here. We need to get on this little weight here. We need to use the iron boots to make ourselves super heavy to open up this gate. As soon as we do that, door will open. Alright, so now we can actually go through the door proper. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're getting to what I deem... I deem this the main hub of the dungeon. There's this gigantic magnet that's hanging on this crane here. We're going to be using this magnet to traverse this main hub in a way. But first and foremost, we want to go downstairs. We want to go down here because there's a treasure chest. And we got Bulbins here. So let's go ahead and take these guys out here. You're going to be seeing a lot of Bulbins in this place. Alright, so now that we've taken care of these guys, trying to get up my health, I just realized I'm actually at max health right now, so I'm alright. We open up this treasure chest. We get a small key. This key is going to be used for a door upstairs, so we're going to be... That's one reason why I had you come down here first. Alright, so now we need to come up this way. Now be careful when you do this, because if you one wrong jump and you'll fall straight into the lava. You want to jump across these pillars whenever they're down. Be very quick about it whenever they get to that point, so just be careful. That can really trip you up. So, alright, let's use this key to unlock this door and go through here. Now, in this room's going to be introduction to a new enemy. These are staple enemies in the Zelda series, especially the fireplaces. These enemies down here are Dodongos. Dodongos, their weak points are their tail. So you want to get close to them, kind of like wait until they're fire breathing, and then just attack their tail. They have thick hides, so you can't damage them. And see, if you got hit with fire and you had a wooden shield, your shield would be catching on fire. That's why I really suggested you get the Hylian shield before you come here. So, yeah, if you got the wooden shield and you got hit by Dodongo's fire breath, yeah, you'd be losing your shield, and that's not really a good idea right now. So that's why I really suggested you get the Hylian shield. So, as soon as we kill the Dodongo, we need to jump across this platform here, and I'm going to wait until the fire pillars go down. Alrighty, I'm going to jump across. I'm going to fight this other Dodongo who had kind of his butt in the way for a second. Alright. There's actually multiple ways you can kill Dodongos. I've always really liked the way, how many different ways you can kill Dodongos in this game. We're going to be getting one here soon when we get the dungeon item. I'm actually going to wait until the fire pillar comes down and we got to take care of another Dodongo. I'm going to jump a slice him. Jump a slice. And then just dodge around him trying to get strafe around here to... Oh gosh. Ow. Oops. Oopsie. And see, Link's on fire right now. He's really on fire right now. Yeah, he caught on fire. If you couldn't tell, that's why that's why you really don't need wood stuff at this point. You need to get metal stuff. So, all right. So right here, there is a handle that we can pull. So we're gonna pull this handle. And what this does is we're pulling the wall that's blocking a passage over here. We're gonna pull it all the way out until we can't pull it out anymore. And as soon as you let go, you're on a timer. I'm gonna wait until the pillar goes down. Gosh darn it, I can't get it up there. Come on. All right, we're gonna be quick about it, because it's slowly getting back there. And can I make it? Can I make it? Yeah, just barely slipped by. See, the wall was on a timer essentially, so we needed to go down and around in order to get to it. Alrighty, so this place is another introduction to something that we haven't really discussed yet. Twilight Princess really made a certain item that usually wasn't used in other Zelda games as much. Really, they found really cool uses for it. I know Ocarina of Time, they made you use it the same way that I'm gonna use it right now. But when you're in the water, if you equip the iron boots, Link actually goes underwater. And he has an air meter, so be very quick about this. But as soon as we hit the switch, magnets arise up on here. Magnetic energy has taken our iron boots and made us stick to this magnet surface right here. And that's the main gimmick of the Goron Mines here, is you're going to be using iron boots to traverse this magnetic surface right here. And that's really cool. I've never seen that in any other Zelda games. Like, they use the iron boots really well in this game. So, anyways, this is going to be our main objective for this dungeon here. We're going to be finding the Goron elders inside their rooms here. Wow, he's really smoking. Look at him. He's got little steam coming off of him right there. Ah, I thought I felt a presence, but what a surprise to find a young human. Word has come to me of you, and of if Goron has faith in you, then your heart must be true. I am one of the 4 Goron elders. Armato is my name. You are heroic, young man. Please, you must lend this tribe your power. And he gives you a key shard. You need 3 key shards to return to the big key to the original shape. Essentially what this is we're getting a third of the big key of the dungeon. If that is one of the key shards that, when merged together, form the key to the room where Darbus is being held. He is our patriarch. The key is split into 3 pieces. Each of us elders keeps a piece. You must hurry to the other elders, quickly, before my smokestack goes high. No, like, literally, he's got, like, little active volcanoes on his back. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, the key shards essentially are... There's 3 key shards, and they're going to form the big key of the dungeon, essentially. So, this dungeon doesn't have normal big keys, like the Forest Temple did. We're getting the big key in pieces. Let's go ahead and open up this little chest. Inside says 20 rupees. We're slowly but surely getting our money back from the Hylian Shield. Let's go ahead and open up the big chest here. Inside is the dungeon map. Yay, we got the dungeon map finally. Yellow area, yeah, we know what that is. Let's go ahead and look at this dungeon here. So, we pretty much explored all of the first floor so far. And we don't have a compass yet, so as you guys can see on the side there, it says 1 out of 3. So I found 1 out of the 3 of the big key. Alright, so if we look at the second floor, we've seen the main hub area, but we haven't explored much of the second floor yet. So we're going to be finding that hopefully soon. Alright, so let's get out of here, out of this room. We're actually going to go up to the second level because that's the way that the dungeon really wants us to go. So, let's go over here. And if you see... Uh-oh. Hey, we recognize that little birdie. And sure enough, it's Uku. Phew! Free at last! Gracious. You're that nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice of you. Nice to see you again. Well, now that we found each other again, let's stick together for a bit, I'll be right with you if you want to warp out. Just let me know. Alright, so we reunited with Uku. Like I said before, in the Forest Temple, Uku helps you create a warp point, essentially. If you need to save at any point in the dungeon, and you don't want to traverse all the way back again, Uku kind of helps you create a save state in the dungeon, essentially. So now we're going to come onto this magnetic surface, and we're going to use our iron boots to climb all across this area. I love how man, I really such at a right angle right now. But yeah, one thing you're going to be saying to yourself, man, I really wish I could turn off that clanging noise. Yeah, that's one thing that is going to be really annoying about this dungeon. Is the fact that whenever you're on these magnetic surfaces and stuff like that, and Link is moving on it, he makes such a clanging noise, and it just gets grating on the ears after a while. Alright, so we're going to get on the switch, and we're going to turn upside down. Fun little fact, if you go in first-person view, it actually shows you your vision right side up. Nice little touch right there. If you look down, you're looking straight down at the ground. So, let's go ahead and take care of these fire slugs here. Now, from this point, we want to go down this way. Because there's actually an item I'd like to hopefully pick up soon. Actually, hold on a second. Am I going the right way? Nope, I'm not. I'm not. Ignore me. Ignore me. We want to go down this way. Sorry. We want to go down this way. Clang, 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 clang. Gosh. Alright. So we're gonna come over here because there's a treasure chest over here. Alright, so if you come over here and open up this treasure chest, you'll get yourself a piece of heart. Yeah, isn't it awesome? We got 3 more to complete another heart container. Alright, so that's the first of the pieces of heart in this dungeon. There's, like I said, in every dungeon there is... Gosh, the controller's kind of... Because I'm going at a different angle now. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward with my controller. So I gotta... It's starting to... Link's starting to transition into upside down control scheme mode. So now my controls kind of fighting with each other to go from regular controls to inverted controls because, well, yeah, because I'm going upside down, so it's inverted controls in a way. So it's kind of hard to go around a corner, like trying to like traverse upwards, because when you're trying to go over that hump, Link's control scheme doesn't know what to do, and it's trying to fight with each other, essentially. So now, we need to come down this way. Now that we got that piece of heart, I'm gonna wait until he... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Actually, that's the wrong way. My bad. I don't know how to traverse walls. I'm not a Spider-Man. I'm more of a... I know I made this joke last episode. I'm Iron Man! I'm upside down Iron Man. Iron Man and Spider-Man combined. Yeah. Alright, so we need to come down this way. Long, grueling, slow walk down this path. I think this is like one of the few times left in the dungeon that we have to really clang, clang, clang against the wall like this. We're gonna come over here to this perch right here. I shouldn't really call it a perch, this cliff. There we go. Alright, and then I'm gonna let go of my iron boots, and we're gonna fall right here. And we're gonna go through this door. Alrighty. So now we're back in the main hub. And there's Bulbins here. Lots of them. My camera is really not playing nice with me today. Alright, so we're going to come down here and defeat them. Also, there's introduction to a new type of variant of keys. There's keys that are catch on fire after a while. And if they hit you, you catch on fire. And they do a little bit more damage than regular keys. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Oh, I could have finished it. Crap. Well, that's okay. There you go. Bye, Bulblin. Alright. You guys probably saw the fire keys flying around here. Yeah, you see them. We're going to be seeing them here hopefully soon. Alright, so let's get on iron boots. Activate the switcheroo. And then that magnet's going to come around on the crane. And it's going to pretty much like traverse us throughout to new rooms in the dungeon. If we just stay here... actually, no, I'm wrong. We need to come out this way. Right here. Get your iron boots on, stand on this platform. When it passes by, it's going to come over here and take you away. And we want to be coming out right here. So, essentially, with that other way that the place it can take you, it takes you back to the beginning of the dungeon if you need to leave for whatever reason. So, that's the way that kind of creates a shortcut back to the dungeon in a way. I'm going to finish you off here. Alright, so let's go ahead and activate this switch. That activates yet another crane. I love how Link's just like jerked all the way back up there. He's like, oh, that's kind of whiplash effect. I wonder what it would be like to like, as soon as you have like magnet boots, like you have iron boots and a giant magnet that just goes around you. And or goes up above you, and then it just jerks your feet all the way up. I think Link would break a couple of his legs, or break a couple of bones in his legs, if that ever happened, really. Alright, so in this room, this is a new type of enemy. We haven't really seen much, but we will soon. These are Tektites. These enemies like to hop around, and they're kind of a durable type of enemy. If you take a couple of slashes, they will die, but be careful whenever you're fighting them, because sometimes they'll just hop right into you and knock you down, and that'll do a lot of damage to you, so just be careful whenever you're doing that. Tektites are pretty easy after, though, so don't be too discouraged about it. So jump in this water, we're going to put on our iron boots, we're going to pick up this treasure chest. Might want to pick up this one because it has a small key inside. Watch that air meter. Yeah, I will be honest with you guys. If you're in the water for too long, Link's air meter, if it goes out when he's in the water, you automatically die. It doesn't drain health, doesn't do anything, it's instant death. So be careful and watch your air meter whenever you're doing that. We want to come over here and push this block and kind of move it out of the way so that way we can surface up here. But yeah, just be careful whenever you're in the water and you use the iron boots, because if your air meter does go out, you automatically die, so you don't want that. Alright, so let's go ahead and activate this switch. And yet another magnet wave will activate. Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright, so we're just gonna go across this magnet surface and just drop over here. Now, if we activate this switch, yet another magnet will activate, and this time it's going at 90 degrees. It's going horizontal. That's the word I'm looking for. It's going horizontal instead of vertical. So, actually, what they want you to do, and I love doing this, they want you to jump off this and put the iron boots on while you're falling. So, go ahead and do this, and boom! There we go. So, now we're just going to come slowly across here. And we got another treasure chest. A little itty-bitty one. Not filled with 20 rupees, but hey, treasure chest, right? Alright, so we want to hit the switch with our sword. As soon as it does that, the gate will open. But it's on a timer, so you want to be fast about it. So you want to go across this gate real quick, because it'll close really fast. So we got a couple boblins. Kill them. And this is the switches here if you need to get out. So don't worry about that. These enemies right here we can't fight yet because we don't have an item to fight them yet. These are called BMOs. So we can't fight these guys yet because, well, we don't have an item to destroy them. So we're going to have to wait until later to get it when we get the item to destroy them. Alright, so we're going to climb onto this magnetic surface, and we're going to climb slowly up this wall, and this is where my control is going to fight with each other again. There we go. I don't know, it's like whenever Link starts to climb on these magnetic surfaces, my controller just wants to fight with itself. I don't know why. It's weird. If you go over to the left side of the fork in the road, there's a treasure chest here. Inside this treasure chest is yet another piece of heart, so we only need 2 more to get another heart container. And that's the last one in this dungeon, so we don't need to worry about pieces of heart anymore. So, we need to climb up this wall again. We're going to go to the right side this time. Clang, 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 clang. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so we need to come over here. As soon as you come this way, get your sword out and chop this rope off. That causes the drawbridge to fall down. And, sure enough, we're just going to go across and open this door. And, with that key that we just got underwater, we can open it. This leads to the second main hub area in the game. This room. This is kind of a canyon in a way, with a giant magnet in the middle. I wouldn't say this is really the second main hub. It's just, I don't know. We come to this room a couple of times in this dungeon. Actually, this one has an infamous something here. Anybody who's played Twilight Princess HD on the Wii U knows what I'm trying to say whenever you're trying to complete this game. There's something in here. I'll go over that here in a little bit when we get the first item. But you want to come over here and be careful about these bulbins here. They're gonna shoot fire arrows at you. Just get a little slingshot aiming at the bulbins and knock them down. Now, here, if we jump into the water down here, there's a treasure chest down here. And it's blocked by breakable piles of wood planks right here, so let's just get your sword out and get this treasure chest real quick. Inside is our first of the first of the me stamps. This is Hylian letter H. So this is only in the Wii U. I think this is, I don't know what this is in the GameCube in the Wii version of the game. It might have been rupees for all I know. But yeah, that's there for the Wii U version. So if there's a Miiverse stamp there. Now the other item I was talking about, it's in this room. It's another Miiverse stamp. I told you guys in the Forest Temple that there are 2 pieces of heart and 2 Miiverse stamps in every major dungeon in the game, minus the final one. And that was our first Miiverse stamp. The other Miiverse stamp's in this room too. It's all the way up there. Thing is, though, we don't have an item to get all the way up there, and we won't get it until the 3rd dungeon. Which means that we're going to have to backtrack to get this Miiverse stamp at a later date. This is the only Miiverse stamp in the entire game that makes you do that. I don't know what they were thinking when they developed this dungeon, but you can't get that Miiverse stamp, and we won't be able to get that Miiverse stamp until much later. As you guys can see, there's a door here that, well, it's locked. So we're going to actually have to go find a key real quick. In fact, the key is actually over here. There's a BMOS right here, but there's a treasure chest right there, over to the side. And wouldn't you know, hey, look, it's a small key. Alright, so that's pretty easy. That was a pretty easy key. But yeah, we can't get that Miiverse stamp until much later in the game, so don't even, if you're missing one treasure chest. I know at the point when we get the compass, it's going to annoy you, because there's going to be one treasure chest in the whole entire dungeon, and you can't open it yet. So don't worry about it for right now. That one's kind of impassable at the moment, or ungettable. Unattainable, that's the word I'm looking for. Anyways, on this drawbridge, you can't make it across in time, so you want to actually get to the magnetic surface and put on your iron boots and just wait there until it goes, no, dang it, I thought I could make it. But yeah, you want, the main thing about that drawbridge is you want to get to a magnetic surface in order to, you want to get to a magnetic surface and just stay there until the drawbridge goes upright again. Because, well, it's like turning around, and you just have to wait it out. You have to be patient. But if you fall down like I did, just simply come all the way back up and try again. So that's nothing new. Alright, so just jump across here real quick. And we're gonna wait for this drawbridge again. I'm actually gonna wait until it does it again. And we're gonna try to make it, put on iron boots, wait for it. We're going to be upside down for just a couple seconds, and we're going to be right back up again. There we go. Alright, now hurry, hurry, hurry. Link! You could have grabbed that!